It can be very easy not to think much about safety while going about our daily work routine. But there are simple actions you can do today that will make your work area a little safer than it was yesterday. For instance, pick up any items which may have fallen on the floor. Keep pathways clutter-free. Keep trailing cords such as phone cables out of the way. And use warning signs where necessary. The Barbados Light and Power Company's Environmental Health and Safety Officer, Nicole Thomas, explains what her organization does to ensure that safety remains a priority.
Safety is one of the core values of the company. So you would find all meetings across the company, irrespective of the level of the meeting, they all start with a safety moment, which is just a short briefing from one of the employees on something that's safety related. In the operational sections, we have morning briefings where the supervisors would issue the task for the day, and along with that would come either a tailboard talk in distribution or toolbox talk in generation. There is safety allocation in terms of the finance and the work planning. So each department has a work plan for the calendar year. And included in that would be safety improvements, safety practices that they want to instill within their group for the year. We have safety on a balanced scorecard. The balanced scorecard is the mechanism used to monitor the progress of the company against the goals that it set itself for the calendar year. And safety is one of the elements that the company scores itself on.
But shouldn't safety be a lifestyle? Or safety should always be on our minds, not just when we're at work, but while carrying out chores at home or in the community as well. The Labor Department's Senior Safety and Health Officer Acting, Alison Alcock, urges us to always think of actions that can make our everyday activities safer.
Thinking about safety and health should not only be within the workplace, but off the job as well. So when persons are at home doing repairs, roof repairs, maybe cleaning gutters or mowing the lawn, those are in fact hazardous jobs, and persons can be injured when they do those types of activities. So they need to think about what they're doing, what are the risks associated with that activity, what can happen to them, and how that they can prevent that injury from taking place. So what we want persons to do are to think about that while they're working, as well as when they're doing other functions that they may not necessarily be being paid for.
She offers some tips for safety at home.
Let me use the example of a person cutting grass at home for themselves, or even if they hire somebody to cut for them. The things that they should look for: the person should have good foot protection. They shouldn't be wearing slippers or open toes, but they should try to wear an enclosed shoe at least. Ideally, especially if the person is employed in, let's say, a landscaping operation where they're doing it with almost every day, then it would be good to wear a steel tip shoe, or at least a reinforced tip shoe. So foot protection is important. Face protection, at minimum eye protection is important. Persons may tend to think, well, at least they can wear goggles, but that would only protect the face. Sorry, that would only protect the eyes, but it may be necessary to protect the entire face. It is not uncommon for a person to be driving or walking and somebody's cutting the grass somewhere and a stone flies through the air and hit an individual. So that can also happen to the person who's operating the equipment. So ideally, the person operating the equipment should wear some form of eye or face protection. Depending on the weight of, let's say it is a weed whacker, some can be very heavy. So having good lifting techniques would be important. So those are just two minor things that can be done.
Let's build a culture of prevention. Start thinking of ways you can make your experience at work and at home safer every day.
Tune in and watch programs produced by the Barbados Government Information Service, Sundays at 7:30 p.m., Mondays at 8 p.m., and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m.
We welcome your feedback on our programs. You may email your comments to bgisfeedback@barbados.gov.bb. You may also view our website at www.gisbarbados.gov.bb or subscribe to our YouTube channel, the BGIS.